Hey everyone on YouTube, Lupus Creepus here, and I am standing actually in the Comstock Cemeteries out here in Virginia City. And I have to say, it's such an interesting and really huge place. These cemeteries are absolutely gigantic. The city itself is a bit raised up, so you have a chance to kind of look down and just, it's absolutely huge. And supposedly, too, it's also big on the paranormal aspect as well. Doing a bit of research, I've heard people seeing apparitions appear here. Photographs have been taken with spirit orbs, apparitions. Supposedly in the area, too, there are gravestones that will actually glow until you step closer to them. And I even heard a story about a certain particular male's gravestone that will move around to different locations. So I think if I was going to pick a haunted cemetery to check out, I think this is the one. And I know that you guys have been really asking us to try going to a haunted location and retrying the Ouija board. Apparently that's been a really popular video, even though we haven't had any luck with it. So you know what? We're here in the Comstock Cemetery, so why not? Let's pull out the Ouija board and see if we might be able to get some hits. Hopefully there might be something that's still hanging around that might want to talk to us. Before I get to it, again, I want to thank the Comstock Cemetery Foundation because they're the group that comes down, maintains the area, rebuilds, and basically, really is trying to work to bring back the cemetery's former glory. And we have a couple of members with us right now. They're taking some time out of their day to show us around, give us some history. So a huge thank you going out to them. And yeah, let's not dilly-dally. Let's go see if we can get some conversations going with some ghosts.
Hello. We're going to do a Ouija board session in front of
Lavinia,
who was a medium in 1888 and before that as well.
That's when she died.
Yeah. All right.
What's really interesting about Lavinia is that the big fire of 1875, she predicted it. So yeah, apparently she knew it was coming. And also, I just kind of want to note, she has a very nice epitaph, I think. Her epitaph is, "Death is but a kindly frost that cracks the shell and leaves the kernel room to germinate." Really, really, really nice. I think getting kind of a hopeful, thing for death. So yeah, we're gonna do a Ouija board session here, and we got actually our EMF detector. We got a voice recorder going. And with a voice recorder over there, yeah, it gives you a little bit more. So there. All right, so it's supposed to be like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Brittany, you're the expert. You lead the way.
If there are any spirits here, especially Lavinia, who would like to contact us, please do so through the Ouija board.
Corbin, come on. Corbin.
We'll try doing some circles.
We are moving this. Spirits are not.
We ask it a question and then kind of let it slide into it. Lavinia, supposedly you knew about the fire of 1875. How did it start? If you'd like to talk to us, there's also the recorder too. We can speak as well as use the board. I heard too that you had a bit of competition with another spiritualist. Do you think you're better than her? Oh, him. Better than him. Alright, if you're here, we'll make it easy on you. If you're here, just move the planchette over the W. You're almost there. Or you can just talk to us. As a spiritualist, you should probably know about these. Are we using the board correctly? That bee comes anywhere near us. There's a bee that's also hanging around. It's warning us that we shouldn't be doing this.
When did you marry your husband? Could be 10.
10?
Latin.
It would be 1810.
Possibly.
Let's see, she's 67 years old. That's 2.
That's 17.
Oh, she's 17.
Yeah. I think. It's possible.
It could also just be the day's date, the
Yeah.
10th.
Yeah, could be the 10th.
Was it the 10th of June? I think it's pretty weak right now.
Yeah. Would you like to let us let you go?
Yeah, I think we just go ahead and take it apart.
Well, thank you for talking to us.
Yes, thank you.
And we are going to say
Goodbye.
goodbye now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right. Well,
That was the most active we've gotten.
yeah, definitely. So, it kind of shifted a little bit. It almost was on the W. That's why I asked it, why, if you're here, just move to the W because it would be easy. But then it moved to the X after the date. Brittany, you're a little more attuned to this stuff than I am. Did you feel anything different on this one rather than some of our other sessions?
I don't really feel anything different, but I could tell I was definitely not moving it.
I don't believe I was moving it either. But still, even if there was, something going on, it was fairly weak. Yeah.
It might be because of the daytime as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing. We can't come out here at nights, but we're able to come out here in the daytime. And supposedly people have seen things out here in the daytime, so maybe we'll still get some hits.
Yes.
We got one more location that we'd like to try, and then we'll see if maybe we can get a little more activity there. Thanks, Lavinia, for talking to us.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Well, Brittany and I are actually in the Catholic section of the cemeteries, and we're standing, actually sitting over by the gravestone of August, a Frenchman who died in 1892, and on his stone it actually says that he was murdered. I mean, just plain right there, just murdered. That's it. So I'm assuming that unfortunately August met with a very untimely end, and maybe he has something to say about it. So I'll start off this one, Brittany, and just make sure I don't mess it up.
Okay.
All right, we'll do the classic. Are there any spirits here? who would like to speak with us today. August, if you're with us, what happened? How were you murdered? You can talk with us through the board or through the recorder as well. You can just talk. Who murdered you? I'm trying to here's some circles. August, if you're here, is it right? Were you murdered? Okay. So we just asked if he was murdered, and it went to no. So this is the first time he's actually responded to us, like legitimately. So if you weren't murdered, what killed you? Was it an accident? Was it somebody you knew? if you like to speak too, there's a recorder. You can use that. You don't have to use the board if it's too hard. Okay, fly. Deal with fly. Would you like us to move? If you do, or if you want us to leave you alone, just move the pointer up to no. What do you think, Brittany? Did you feel something touch your leg?
Yeah, I don't know what it was though.
Could be a number of things. Anyway, I'm kind of thinking that it might have lost its charge.
Yeah.
One last time, if you're still here, you still want to talk to us, just move the pointer up to no. Otherwise, we'll let you go. We'll give you a few moments.
That one was us.
Yeah, alright. Oh, really? Alright, I don't think August wants to talk to us anymore, so let's go ahead and close the session.
Thank you.
So, thank you so much for the response, and, we wish you the best of luck.
So we're going to wish you a goodbye.
Goodbye.
So, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. Huh.
Well, okay, so the last one, we had an answer moving to X. This one, when we asked if he was murdered, it moved to no. And, God, were you moving it, Brittany?
No.
I wasn't moving it either. Like, my fingers were, like, barely on it. I could see yours just kind of, just barely, I got stuff in my...
Yeah, I was barely
like,
on
barely
it.
touching it. And Brittany also apparently felt something touch her leg.
It like snapped and touched my leg from under here. It was strange.
Oh, could it be these things?
No, it would like snap and like touch. And, like,
Like somebody did that?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, we had that voice recorder for that one too, so I'm really interested to see what happens with that. And apparently, I mean, if this is true, then perhaps his gravestone's wrong.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Well, I guess August knows.
Yeah, of course. I would hope so.
All right, well, yeah, let's call it and kind of review what we got. Hey guys, Lupus here, and it looks like our journey here at the Comstock Cemeteries has come to an end. And so far, I have to say, we've had some interesting things happen with our Ouija board sessions here. At least a lot more than what happened over at Brittany and Tasha's house. So far, we had two seemingly... I got a fly that's joining me. Two seemingly, interesting little interactions. The first one was at Lavinia's gravesite, the spiritualist. We asked her, when did you meet your husband? And it moved over to the X. Now, we don't know if that means, something in particular, or it could be the Roman numeral for 10, or it could just be, was trying to move and just ended up on X. We don't know. But at least, it's something. The really interesting one was August. The Frenchman whose gravestone said he was murdered. When we asked him, were you murdered? It said no. So, maybe, just maybe, his headstone might be wrong. But I have to say, regardless of supernatural activity or not here, this place is an amazing place to visit and see. Just how big it is, how well maintained it is for the size and all that. Really, the Comstock Cemetery Foundation does, great work over here, and they're trying to do a lot more. So again, if you guys would like to give them a hand, I'll put some information up here on the video, as well as down below in the description. please, if you'd like to give them a hand, donate. They're also looking for volunteers. If you happen to live in the area and you want to help out, then by all means stop by. Anyway, this is Lupus Creepus, and I'm out.